Hello, all realist. Thank you for listening to Real FM. If you'd like to call our studio, here is the number. Call the direct line on 4533911, or you can WhatsApp call on 4879849. Call to participate, win prizes, request music, and interact with our announcers and DJs. Real FM, the People's Station.
Watch Radio NYC and Night Blink Events proudly presents the 3rd edition of Country on the Water. It's all going down on Sunday, December 7th, on board the King of Carnival. Boarding at Obez Seraphim from 10 a.m. Early bird tickets cost $100, regular $120. Featuring your DJs, Selector Jerry, DJ Leroy, DJ Rambo, DJ Bucker, DJ Steve, and the Fabulous Kid. Get those tickets before they're all sold out. For tickets and more info, call up 712-1022 or 728-7828. Sunday, December 7th, Country on the Water. It's not just a boat ride, it's an experience. Don't miss the energy, the vibes, and the ride of the year.
Excuse me, would you mind if I sat down?
McDowell's Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene of vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell VA4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knights Med Miku, Lay By Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The City opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosile Bus Stop. Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosile.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluffs. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Wonderful Tuesday afternoon to you, everyone. It is the 11th day of the month of November, 2025. This is The Real Issues with me, Shelton Daniel, alongside Terry Fenelon. Our program, as you know, airs weekdays from 12:30 until 2 p.m. on the radio station Real FM that serves you on two frequencies, 91.3 megahertz for the north and 91.5 for the south. But that's not all. We simulcast on NBC Television, channel 120 on the Flow Cable TV service. We are available on Facebook Live and on YouTube live streaming as well. I know you're having a good day. You know, they're only going to be good days, you know. They're only going to be good days till that Monday. And afterwards is good and better days and the best days. Don't start, with my throat. Don't start with me. This is not a time I want any kind of hoarseness or losing my voice or anything. We have with us our technical operator, Alton Jaquan Joseph. And before I forget, there will be a meeting, a public meeting by the SLP Grosile today, November 11th, at the entrance near the Corinth Bridge next to TJ Supermarket. All right? I don't know if they have any flyer out for that, but that message was coming to me yesterday. Unfortunately, just as the program was ending is when it arrived. A meeting of the SLP, that would of course be the SLP Grosile constituency group, and that would of course involve the candidate and minister, Honorable Kenson Kazimi, alongside, Honorable Philip Joseph Pierre, the Prime Minister, and I'm sure there will be others, and that will be held at the entrance near the Corinth Bridge next to TJ Supermarket. They don't have a time, but who doesn't know it's always around 7, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's when public meetings, especially during the week, tend to start, so you don't want to miss that. Okay. Folks, it's always good when you see people who don't make politics about everything. I had them last year, and on Thursday of this week, I'm going to have them. Two people who are poto of their respective parties, but when it comes to things like a national thing, like the national awards, they come on a program and they talk and they discuss and they explain and they smile and they don't put it. So I just want to tell you that Sharon Ephraim, who we know is a pillar and a stalwart of the SLP, particularly in the Grosile constituency where she's from, and Malaika Compton, who was once under consideration to be the UWP's candidate for Central Castries, they will be my guests. But it's not about politics, okay? They come in to talk about national awards because they are both members of the National Awards Committee. They were there last year and they are there this year. And so on Thursday, and I've told them to be here early, we're going to start at 12:30 to talk about it, get it out of the way. And so they will not be fighting. They'll not be throwing punches at each other. Not that they ever do. Two very nice ladies. I just want to let you know that they will be. And that was why someone is sending a message that we are not on TV. So that seems to be a regular thing these days, that we start the program and the simulcast is not on based upon what people are telling us. So Jaquan is going to look into that for us. Terry, I know yesterday you came with so much, so many rounds to fire that had to be left idle because it was the three of us, and we know the program was very fast-paced. The day after the announcement of the elections, a lot of calls were coming, one after the other, one on top of the other. So
that's how it will be. We have content, and the people will contribute to the content.
Yes.
But you just announced the meeting for Baby.
Yes.
Well, that's how we call it. So people, when we say Baby, don't get offended.
Yes.
It's a term of endearment. Baby for Grosile. You understand? Now tonight, well, we have the flyers, but we are trying to sort out the television. So when the technician comes back, tonight at Bocage Bus Shelter, from 7 p.m., the Prime Minister come and hear the Honorable Philip J. Pierre as he gives a report on his performance. So that's tonight at the Bocage Bus Shelter. We'll have the flyer up when the technician is back. Tonight also, John Paul, for all, he will be at Pagol's place in Lakwa Shobo in Babylon. And Lisa is also having a community meeting. Oh, wait, let me make sure that today is Tuesday the 11th. She's at 7 p.m. Now I'm not sure. Oh, Crownlands. It is so small there, these days, although my eyes are much better. Crownlands at Techmac. Okay, so she'll be in Crownlands at 6 p.m. and Techmac at 7. Well, this is how we do that, man. They say these ladies have energy,
What do you call that? Whistle stop.
Whistle stop.
Yeah, okay.
They say, you must give me some of the vitamins that you take in. On the go.
Who knows? Who knows? Do ladies take enhance as well?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay, we are on now, she says. Okay, we are back on television. So, and I think Friday there's a big meeting on Wednesday. Sel Enkini, Friday, November 14th. That's Sel Enkini. Well, Debbie Medisa, Sel Enkini, Zotsi Muzasa, Sel Enkini is a JN. All right, in Vegas Bar at La Point. On Thursday, man, this thing's coming fast and furious.
Well, now we're going to have the community meetings.
Meetings, yeah.
These are not national meetings or launchings.
But there is one on Wednesday. There is one on Wednesday in Stabach. We have the video to play there.
Yes.
I think
I'm sure there'll be others that same day, you know.
Yes. Oh yes. And we have to support and stuff. So there's a lot happening. UWP, if you're having the I know you're caught with your pants down, so you're scrambling. Yeah, it's a good time to be labor, you know. Sheldon, sometimes you have to laugh because
absolutely.
Say Buglaka, Gregor Zotni Grand Charge. Call it.
The fellas cannot even get their story straight.
That's right.
One time Philip called the election because he knows he can't finish in June.
Yes.
And so he tried to get it out of the way. Another time Philip called the election just before Ernest
was
to have his day in court. And so that is why. So that, as if election can prevent the court from moving forward.
Yes.
The judiciary is totally separate and distinct from the executive and from the legislature. So election can be on the 1st, and that court case, if he is dated for the 4th, he still has to go to court.
Yes.
You know.
Now, you know, somebody sent me something very unsavory. I heard the PRO. This fellow was always drunk. He must have been drunk.
Go Spider.
Yeah, introducing Bradley. Flex, it's time. I mean, seriously, on the national, there are children there. I mean, these fellas have sunk to such a low. It's unbelievable. No, it's believable. It's believable because right now I expect anything from these fellas. These fellas will do anything. They'll sink to any level to try to attract a vote. But, Shelton, Monty, get your copies, please. I have delivered my copies to my posse. Those of you who need, get to you. Miss Bond, I'll drop yours for you after I leave the station there. And stuff. Make sure you read this, man, because Shelton, the more I read this, the more I can I vote 10 times? Man, Philip J. Pierre deserves that. Because when you see the kind of accomplishments, UWP, put yours out, I'll read it too. That's a challenge.
Okay, well,
if you can, because we know they can't. But if you can't, I'm so sure that you have nothing to report. And as I said, even if it's a little piece of paper you put it on, I'll read it. Let me see what you have done. But Shelton, 35 pages of accomplishments, my God and my Lord. People read it and educate your friends. And there's more to come, you know, because we're going to deal with Shasti in a while. But Shelton, it's a wonderful day. A wonderful day to be a Labour supporter. Wonderful time to be a Labourite. And people, you know, Shelton is always saying, trust the leader. Shelton, that has resonated with me, you know. And I could see by the maneuverings and the googlies and the Duzras that this fellow, they can't read him. How you reading Miro or Shane One? I mean, I saw Shane One bowl, what they call the ball of the century. Man, I mean, Lara would have a difficult time. I mean, Lara would negotiate it, but he would have a difficult time. He would have to be dancing in the wicket. You understand? So, Philip J. Pierre has bowled the ball of the century there, and these fellas do not know what to do with themselves. They cannot produce any manifesto. They cannot do anything. The guy had an address to the nation last night, Shelton. That's the worst speech I never heard, because I will not waste my time. But I'm going to deliver it. I heard some things from it. Some pie in the sky nonsense you bring in there, and I'm like, it's copy and paste. Copy and paste. You know, still saltfish. And you want to present to us things we are already doing. It's as though, you know, this man is so divorced from reality. You're not in St. Lucia, so you don't know what's happening. You don't know we already have a youth economy. I mean, Shelton, it's pathetic. It was pathetic. And, you know, the man is trying to tell me, he's changed. You change? Let's play 2 video clips. I'm not sure the number. Let me go to the direct. Let me see. He's changed. You have the one where he's changed? Yes. Video 02. I sent it a while ago. Not from yesterday, today. And then you're going to play video free right away. 0 free right away. The real Alan Shastley. You have that, Jaquan? Yes, he's coming there. So last week you threatening people, and last night you change. Where did you take that bath? Because you would have had to have taken a bath. What did you take that bath? That you change, you're no longer the person you were. Now, that is an admission. I'm going to come to that. We're going to play that. You know that thing that he said there? That's an admission, No, that's 02, the one I sent today. You don't get it.
Yeah, the download is a little.
Yeah, go up. No, go up. That is it. Never. And then the one below it, you could play it right away. Because we have to show the people the real Alan Chasney. You know about you change. Who going to cool you on? Let's go. Let's go with that. Fire is kind of slow.
Yeah. Really.
So be a little patient with us. Don't worry. Treat us with kids' gloves today, right? Yeah, a little patient. And I'll tell you why he's changed. Yeah? Go ahead. He's changed, for true. But I'll tell you how. Okay? But this guy there on TV, he talk about his change. Shasta, you're right. I believe you. That's the first time in my life I believe you have changed. You have changed for the worse. There are some people who change for the better. Mm-hmm. And Shelton tell you, in my former life, I have seen young men and women change for the better. They started off very badly, and stuff. And a few interventions, with the counselor and, teachers and, and they have changed for the better. And when we send them into society, we say, yes, man, we have succeeded. They have a lot we have failed with. But Shasta, you have changed for the worse. Because don't tell me a lady's expressing her feelings of joy, of finally having a life with dignity. And you decide what? You go on a platform and what? You threaten the woman. If ever I become prime minister again and I call you to my office, what are you going to say? That's a devil there talking,
Of course, yes.
That's a devil talking.
He's already planning his
to victimize the lady. And somebody told me, he said, if they form the next cabinet, the government, after press, the first order of business is to take down Stevenson King,
Really? Okay.
I'm saying that, First order of business is Stevenson King will be on the agenda. That's not a man who has changed. That's a devil.
I suppose Andy Daniel and Edmund.
No, he will try.
No, what I'm saying, they will be added to the list.
To the list, yes. Now added to the list now. Don't forget he threatened Catherine Sills. He threatened Catherine Sills because he figured, you have to victimize. Remember gouvernement, threatened moon. Remember gouvernement, and you go last night. Oh, I have changed. I am not the same man I should be. Where did you take that bath? Now, Shelton, this is an admission. This is an admission that you were terrible for St. Lucia. That's what he's trying to tell us. Forget what I did. I mistreated you. I call you barking dogs. I call you mendicants. I authorized the mayor to take the single ladies' trays and throw it at the Marsham market. I did all these things to you. I starve you, and I had my minister say, if they don't eat, they will not die. And I did not give you income support. I had you there struggling because I was just building roads instead of giving you income support. I know I was terrible. So I have changed. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to what is not said, That is what he is saying. That he was terrible, but give him a chance because he has changed. Go ahead. I'm coming back to that point because that's a very serious point.
I'm not the same man I was in 2021. I'm not the same man I was in 2021.
I'm not the same man I was in 2021.
Never return to office again.
Yes. People, that is what you have to listen and read between the lines. What is not said, that one. What is not said is important. So when it tells you, I have changed, he's trying to tell you, a chameleon, the lion the leopard has changed his spots. No, he has gotten worse. And listen to him threaten the lady. You have changed. That's why you have changed. Why have you changed? Let me know when it's running. I was terrible. I did horrible things to you.
He told you whatever you had there lined up is ready.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. You then have a person get up and say that we're so happy that we're now going to make sure that when we go to the elections, we're going to bring our family, we're going to bring our friends, and we're going to make sure that we vote with the Star. And that we're going to make sure that Alan Chasney never gets back into office. You remember the time when Minister Rambali said that Sir John was a toothless tiger? And he said, try me. I want to know when the United Workers' Party wins the next election, and when I am the Prime Minister, and I call you to a meeting, what are you going to say then? Okay. Try me.
So that's a man that has changed, people. You see, this man is worse.
He sounds even more menacing than he ever been.
All of a sudden, you change, you have listened more. And there's an article I want to read, because last night this man was on TV spewing a lot of garbage. You understand? And it appeared this morning. Jacqueline, I think I sent it to you there. It's word something. Insinuating that somebody in a school is calling students to give them $1,000 to vote for Bradley. I mean, we'll find out about that later. I don't know, First of all, now, if the president of the Republic of Labrie was there, he'd tell you the same old whatever. By all appearances, Alan Chasney's latest address was meant to sound like a new beginning, a softer, humbler version of a man who says he has listened more and learned more. But scratch beneath the surface, and it is clear that nothing about his message, style, or substance has changed. In tone and content, this was vintage Chasney, polished, self-assured, and disconnected from the real solution. His call for renewal, action, and results ignores the fact that his own administration from 2016 to 2021 was synonymous with mismanagement, division, and misplaced priorities. He reminded solutions of the Owen King EU Hospital and VAT reduction, but conveniently forgot to mention that under his government, he kept OK EU Hospital closed for 4 years and was forced to open it because of COVID-19. To add insult to injury, he spent $25 million on an overseas transitioning team for OK EU after firing our local talent. It was under his administration also, St. Jude Hospital remained closed for nearly 5 years. Public debt skyrocketed and basic community projects were ignored, while millions were funneled into vanity initiatives like the DSH Fantasy and the failed airport redevelopment scheme. When Chasney asked, are we barely better off today than in 2019? Solutions should ask back, were we better off under your government? The answer remains a resounding no. His new promises, free tuition, youth grants, universal health coverage sound appealing, but they're not original. They are, in fact, policies being implemented by the current Labour administration. The Youth Economy Agency, the One University Graduate per Household Program, and the Universal Healthcare Initiative. It's easy to promise what others have already delivered, Chasney. Still fish. But perhaps most telling was his delivery. For all the talk of change, Chasney's tone remains one of distance, a man speaking down to the nation, not with it. His leadership style has always been marked by a belief that only he understands economics and that the people must simply follow. No speech, however carefully written, whether it's by Rick Wayne or whatever, can mask that instinct. Ultimately, this was not a message of renewal. It was a reminder of what St. Lucians rejected in 2021. Arrogance disguised as leadership, ambition masquerading as scare, and promises unanchored in truth. As St. Lucians prepare to decide their future, they will do well to remember that the man now asking for another chance is the same one who squandered the last one. I mean, this is so beautifully written. I mean, I had to read that. Shasni, whatever you came there with last night, and we can dissect that. Sheldon and I will do that in a while. It is not good. Now, you ask, are we better off? Jacon, I sent you the last video I sent you there. This Rasta man there. And let him answer you, because I told you already, wisdom is found in the simplest of places. That one yes in blue. In the nick of time. Let the ordinary man answer you. You know, wisdom is found.
Trillion% better off than Shasni administration. Thank you. Yeah. And you see the horse riding? Where is the horse riding? Selling the land all over from the people of St. Lucia? Trillion% better off than Shasni administration. Thank you. Yeah. And you see the horse riding? Where is the horse riding? Selling the land all over from the people of St. Lucia?
You look at it, yes. Ordinary man who understands the issues. You think it's a fella couldn't die? The ordinary people, you know, wisdom is found. You heard my boy last week. You ring the bell already. You ring the bell already. You ring the bell in church. Wisdom. He says, yes, he can see that as a nation, as a country, we are better off. Pensioners are better off. Sheldon, when you told me, I heard Mr. Alexander, as he called this morning, and says, well, he was on the NIC board. People are getting at least $100 and something, you know, a month, you know. For years, no administration took care of them. Now under Philip J. Pierre, the minimum pension is $500. Are they better off? Oh, by a long shot. Government workers pension for years, $300, some to something. Right now, the minimum pension is $725. Are they better off? By a long shot. So just what nonsense you're talking about there. You didn't fit that. I mean, people are losing their jobs. You borrowed $500 million. You got grants to give people income support. And what did you do? You went to take road on credit. You borrowed money, but you didn't pay the contractors. Philip JP had to end up paying all these, you know, DFCs because you took roads on credit. Every Tuesday was a Madipote. Borrowing and borrowing and borrowing, and you did not pay the debts. We were not better off. People are scrunting.
Anyway, the Tuesday,
Madipote,
the 2nd of December, will be Maddie Haley. Like Maddie Peddy, eh? Oh, yes, it will be Maddie Peddy.
What do you mean?
Like Maddie Haley. But let me just
chip in
quickly. The public meeting of the SLP Grozile that will be held at the Corinth, near the Corinth Bridge, by TJ's Supermarket, tonight from 7 p.m. Before the break, I need to tell you there'll be a very special guest speaker. Now, I've been asked not to disclose the identity of the guest speaker, but I was told. And that guest speaker is somebody of some heavy credentials, and I think that will be the first time he will be venturing on a public political platform. Now, he's been around for years. If that person can agree to step onto a public platform of the SLP for the first time, we saw Andy Daniel did it at Timon just the other day, but this man is someone who has a kind of qualifications and credentials and so on. Usually people like that, they tend to want to stay away from the trenches of the politics. You know, they might do strategizing and writing papers and, you know, and disposition papers and policy papers. But that man has decided he is coming on a political platform tonight near the Corinth Bridge by TJ's Supermarket on the platform of the St. Lucia Labour Party. I think it is well worth following, tracking, staying in touch, staying abreast of what is going to happen tonight. Okay? So I just wanted to tell you that before. Real Issues, powered by Blue Waters. Let's take our first break. When we come back, we're back to Terry and a few little odds and ends that we want to make sure we get them tied up with you. Don't go away.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Big issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Watch Radio NYC and Night Blink Events proudly presents the 3rd edition of Country on the Water. It's all going down on Sunday, December 7th on board the King of Carnival. Boarding at Obez Seraphim from 10 a.m. Early bird tickets cost $100, regular $120. Featuring your DJs, Selector Jerry, DJ Leroy, DJ Rambo, DJ Bucker, DJ Steve, and the Fabulous Kid. Get those tickets before they're all sold out. For tickets and more info, call up 712-1022 or 728-7828. Sunday, December 7th, Country on the Water. It's not just a boat ride, it's an experience. Don't miss the energy, the vibes, and the ride of the year.
Excuse me, would you mind if I sat down?
McDowell Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene of vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway, call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell VA4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knights Med Miku, Lay by Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The CDC opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosley Bus Stop. Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosley.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Big issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
with the real issues powered by Blue Waters on this Tuesday, the 11th of November 2025. And the 11th of November, that means we have just 10 more days, Terry.
Yeah.
10 more days.
That's right.
10 more days to what? To the 22 nomination day, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The 21st, yeah.
21st nomination day. So, that is when people officially become candidates. Right now, they are candidates, endorsed candidates of their political parties. But then they become official candidates, endorsed candidates when they are nominated insofar as the state machinery is concerned, insofar as the elections apparatus is concerned. That is when the electoral department and the returning officers and all those people get to know you as being an officially endorsed, nominated candidate whose name will be on the ballot next to a symbol representing whatever political organization. Some was independence, so we can't say they're representing any political party, whatever. So we are 10 days away from that. And after nomination day is another 10 days because November have 30 days in it. So if you're on the 21st, it's 9 more days for November and 1 day into December, a Monday. That's when it's going to happen. That's when it's going to happen. Just keep your mind clear. Keep your head solid. Make up yourself to discipline, the night before. Do not go and sleep too late. Do not stay on social media too late. Do not, go drinking so that you have a hangover and a bad headache the next morning. Begin to approach this with commitment, with determination, and a sound mind. All right? So, Terry, take it away again.
Yeah, let's just hype up. Let's just hype up. Yes, this one. Let this video come because tomorrow all roads lead to Dennery. Let's go.
Dennery South, it's your time. This Wednesday, November 12th at 6:30 p.m. The St. Lucia Labour Party comes to the IRDC in Lakai, Dennery for a powerful public meeting. Join political leader and Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre, MP for Dennery South, Honorable Alfred Prosper, and Team Labour as they highlight the successes of the government and share the vision for the next term in office. We are moving forward together.
Yeah, so make sure tomorrow we head to Lakai, Dennery, to support Stabash and company. Boy, I'm getting so many messages there. Tonight, yes, we had Bocage with the Prime Minister, 7:30 in the Bocage bus shelter. Then we are Lakwa Shobu with Estefan. So I have to do Estefan first and then come down. Okay, some of you are Tetmak with Lisa. I mean, everything is happening all over the place. It's a nice time. I feel good about this. You know why? Because our Prime Minister has not done magic. Jacqueline, just put the last thing I sent you up there. Let me just expose the Flabo plan to sink our St. Lucia. Or you know what they say? Some people say, I just sent you there. I just sent it here. So the Flabo plan, they have the SOS. They said Safe St. Lucia, but when you analyze that, some people say same old shit, but we can't use that word on TV, so I won't use it. You understand? But it's to sink. So let me copy the President of the Republic of Labrie. The plan to sink our St. Lucia. And this guy repeating that last night. $75,000 medical insurance for all St. Lucians. All I want him to do, give us a template of where that has been in operation in any Caribbean territory. Even Guyana with all the oil. Give me the template. Show me how that is financed. That's all I'm asking him. Then he says, oh, Tommy, bon Jay, people, when Tommy Descat comes with anything finance, rebuke him. Because he was the guy who had oversight during COVID, and it tanked the economy. You understand? That's the same Tommy. He's there, he's going to take money and give deposit on a house for every young person. Tommy Sabufu. Tommy, that ain't going to happen according to the fellas. And then, any economy, see, the government will talk to the banks to lower the interest rate. Talk to the banks and the credit unions. Tommy, stop bluffing the people. Since when that's government's rule? Because we are regulated by the ECCB. That's their role. They decide on interest rates, whether to lower or bring it up. No government does that, Tommy. A big man like you say an economist. Well, I call you a pretend economist because you cannot be advising a prime minister and you tank an economy. Tommy, stop it. Don't bluff the people, man. You all will talk to the banks and the credit unions to lower interest rate. Which government can do that? You heard the great Dr. Kenny Anthony always lamenting in the house how these fellas will give them too much. But that's where the power lies. Not us. We can't tell the banks lower the interest rate or the credit unions, Tommy. You know that's a lie. From the pit of hell, you're supposed to be a church boy. Don't lie to people, man. Speak the truth. Thou shalt not bear false witness. And that's what you're doing, Tommy. For a vote? I mean, you're already cleaning gutters. You're already in the gutter. I mean, try to elevate yourself, the discourse, man. You're going to try and bluff people and tell people you're going to, government will talk to the banks and take the law. That's a bluff. You're bluffing. You're going to pay full tuition. Fellas who wanted to close down Safa, you know. You're so much not for education. You're supposed to get the fourth campus or the fifth campus of UWI. You're so much, well, you're not for education. You wanted to defund Safa Lewis. We lost that privilege of having a campus. And now you're going to come and pay tuition. And when you ask how you're going to pay for it, what you said? You're going to extort money from GPH. All of a sudden, GPH is the best thing to happen to St. Lucia. So you're going to go to GPH and try to extort money. You know, tell them, let's renegotiate the contract so you could pay for. That is extortion, Gassa. I tell you already, most of you are bandits in suits. Pass it. That ain't going to work. You know, you'll have no clear plan. You all don't know what you're doing. You're just saying things. You're just throwing things out there to Mama Guy and organize people. $25,000 to young people to start a business. So Shastney, you don't know about the MSME. You don't know about the Youth Economy Agency. But that's there already. You're telling people you will do what's already been done, what's already been implemented. No new ideas. And Guy Joseph, they say, Pifu, you're going to give 1,000 lots to young people. Where have you identified the lots from? And then you're going to bring down gas. And you know, now, in all of that largesse, because that's largesse, they're going to, how are they going to pay for it? They're going to remove VAT, reduce VAT. They're going to remove the levy. They're going to reduce the price of cooking gas and all kind of gas. They'll remove the dredging fee. All income streams, all income revenue streams, they're going to take it away. So how are you going to pay for that? You're going to package the sulfur in the sulfur springs and stuff. Maggie, your fellas just reckless. That's just another example of Shastney's recklessness. And not one of you guys there, Titus, you two, you cannot tell Shastney, Gassa, you see that? Let's abandon that because that ain't making sense. We cannot finance that. Titus, now Titus, I have to question your mental faculties, you know. Because you came to tell us, nobody held a gun to your head, you know, that Shastney is reckless. Right? After you weighed the money in the balance and found him wanting, you told us he's reckless. You told us, therefore Shastney. But you say, okay, although he has all his faults and he's not good, I will follow him. And you're asking us to follow you, Titus? Titus, I have to question your mental faculties. Because no sane person will do that. I will sit there and I know, well, Shelton is a madman. Shelton is a wasteful fella and doing all that. And I will follow Shelton. But I'm looking for disaster for myself. I have judged the man. You as a former PS, you're president because you do appraisals. You failed him miserably. You didn't just fail him. You failed him miserably. You said he cannot think things through. Poor Jay. That's even worse than saying he's reckless, you know, Titus. He cannot think things through. He's reckless. He fighty-fi. He's spontaneous. In other words, he just do anything that comes to his mind. Titus, you failed the man. And then you're telling me, Titus, you say you credential, and that's why I tell you guys. So you see, education, that is common sense. That is intelligence. Because you're not intelligent, Titus. Because you know when you are university trained, you pick up this thing and you consider, but if that is the case, I have to change my mind. You failed the money, Titus. You pull out the appraisal form. You did it yourself, and you told us You failed him. But you say, you're trying to make him leader of this country and you following him? Babylon people, you have to reject Titus because Titus is not all good up there. His mental faculties are winning. I don't want to call you a madman, but you cross Titus because only a madman will do that. You failed the money. The man came on TV last night and told us he's changed. An admission that he was wicked. That's an admission that he did a lot of wrong. He said us, yes, I know I did, but try to forget what I did because I have changed. Ladies and gentlemen, you must read read between the lines. It's like a lover who likes to beat his women. You know that fellas that like to beat the women. And every time they give the woman a good beating, they're going to buy chocolates and flowers. Don't ask me, I don't do that. I don't talk from experience. I'm a lover. But these fellas, that's how they are. And then, baby, I'm sorry, forgive me, I'm changed, I won't do it again. And the poor ladies, you know, they're trapped because they know if they leave, they're in trouble. Yeah? That's what Shasta did last night, I battered you all, I bruised you all, I abused you all, I mismanaged everything. I blew the treasury. Country's broke, it has no more money. That's what he says. I did all of that to you. I squandered your resources. I made you suffer. I took care of, imagine that when you're asking civil servants to take 25% in cash and 75% in bonds, you were taking loans to pay Ojo Lab staff. And investors down there were multi-millionaires, almost billionaires, they would have paid the staff. You made us suffer. And now you come and tell me, you change? You know, you're like the man who beats his women, and then after he beats them badly, they're badly bruised, he comes and he says, I'm sorry, I'm changed. That's what you did last night. And people, that's what you have to understand. So any man who comes and pleads that he has changed is a wicked man. A man who knows he has done wrong. But Shasta, we know you have not changed because you were just there threatening a young lady who was liberated, who breathed a sigh of relief, who exhaled because finally Philip J. Pierre gave her a life of dignity. But you cannot believe that because you have said already you don't know what it is to put people first. You cannot understand that. So your first instinct is to go on a platform and tell the world that if you ever become prime minister again, you will victimize that lady. Who change? When did you take that bath boy? Don't try that on people. We can analyze you. Cambridge Analytica, no matter how well that speech, I don't know who wrote it for you. I know Rick used to write your speeches for you, but I don't care who wrote that speech for you. They cannot see through that thing. We'll pick it up. You have not changed. If anything, you are worse. Well, yes, you have changed. For the worse. Because you cannot tell me a lady who has finally found a life of dignity and expressed a desire to vote for the political party of her choice. You are so enraged by that. You have decided that if ever you become prime minister again, she will be victimized. That's what you said there. So you have not changed. You are worse. And the people of St. Lucia must understand that. You are worse and no one will take a chance. You have, according to that, you guts to go. Chandelier, he's guts to go. Miku South, he's guts to go. We don't want you in our politics, man. You're not good for St. Lucia. You destroyed us. You destroyed our economy. You ripped the treasury. You plundered our resources, man. And now you want to come and tell us you change? Change for what? Your father writing articles saying you are good. Good boy for what? You are a big man. We know what you give him. You know, we have read you already. And we, like Titus, we have found you wanting and we will not follow you. Titus has problems with his mental faculties because a man cannot do what Titus did there. You failed the man miserably. And then you come and say you'll follow him as leader and you want to impose him on St. Lucia? Titus, something must be wrong with you, man. And in Babylon, we will reject you. And I'll tell the people of Babylon that tonight, we have to examine you, Titus. We have to question your thinking. I thought you were a critical thinker. But yeah, you may have a degree or two. But that doesn't mean anything, Titus. Because your reasoning, your actions tell me you're not ready. You know, the university should take back the degrees, man. Because you're not ready. No man, no sensible man will do what you just did. You said the man was reckless. You gave us Dinu today for Bugla. You failed him. But you said I will follow him as my leader. Titus, man, something is wrong. But people, When any man comes to tell you, I have changed, back on you. At 63 years, you could change. There's no amount of buffs in wherever you take the buff can change you. You are who you are. You'll only get worse. You can't get better. All right? Because we heard you on the platform threatening a young lady because she expressed a desire to support her party. So, Shasni, no. And you ask, are we better off? The young guy, the ordinary solution, the Rastafari, told you he's 1,000,000,000 times better off under Philip JP administration because he can see for himself. And all of us can see. All of us can see our children getting laptops. I have it like that day. Our children getting laptops, facilities in Spain. We're in November. November, you had something I get lost in time. CXs are now being processed. Children, the only thing that principals have, especially, is to ensure that the children's SBAs are intact, that they're working on the SBAs and they're doing the SBAs. That is being taken care of. So first CXs, first CSEC subjects being paid for. A relief, ching in the pockets. Are they better off? Yes, by a long shot. You're asking if they're better off? Under you, we got nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. Just pain and suffering. But right now we're delivering and we're happy. So don't come with your tricks. My brother will be there to fact check you. And right now we have radio in the balance and we have found in water. So you are wanting, so you have guts to go. We don't want you in the body politic. Shelter.
All right, let's open the phone lines now. The numbers that you can call for WhatsApp calling. I don't know if our internet service permits it. The other day we thought we were getting the WhatsApp line, but we were not. But the number is 758-487-9849. That's 487-9849. And you can also call us on the landline, which is 4533-911. Okay? So WhatsApp call us on 487-9849. And the local landline, 4533-911. Is that someone on the line? So see if you can get through to that. You can also message us, please, if you're not the type of person who likes to hear. I think we have our first call already. But if you are, you would like to message us, you can go to realfmofficial.com or to mbcslu.com. You'll see the WhatsApp messaging links. Click on them. The box opens. Type your message, hit the send button, and we'll get it immediately. We have our first caller, the Trickster.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Good afternoon, gentlemen. And my passionate fellow, as usual.
Yes, brother. What's up?
And I know for sure you love your country more than Shasne will ever love St. Lucia.
Oh, you know that?
And I could tell that you're speaking with that passion. Even when the man gets an opportunity to tell St. Lucians, I love you, he cannot say it.
Oh, no.
Because he doesn't mean it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the question I have for Shasne and all his acolytes, persons who are following blindly, for whatever reason, where was that speech 4 years ago? Where was that speech 3 years ago? Where was that speech 2 years ago? Where was that speech 11 months ago? So that means that Shasne is trying to pull a wool over the eyes of St. Lucians.
That's right.
Because now it's voting time and he believes that St. Lucians are forgotten. He believes that our memory is very short. And he talk about the change and he want to invoke God in his nonsense. If you change, we have to see it. We should have seen the change when you got an opportunity to make a contribution for the people of Miku in Parliament. The way you behave. We should have seen the change there. We should have seen the change when Guy Joseph and put you a letter. You should have reprimanded Guy. That's why we needed to see the change. Mm-hmm. We don't need to see the change now when the Prime Minister called an election that you know you're going to lose and come on the brink of crocodile tears and try to think. St. Lucians, we are moving forward with Philip J. and the St. Lucia Labour Party. We are not looking back. Mm-hmm. If ever we look back, it's to put Shasne Guy and all the bunch of people in jail for the atrocities they have committed against this country.
That's
And
right.
this is my contribution to the gentleman.
Thank you very much. There'll be no recrudescence. We're not going back to the dark days of 2016 to 2021. Never again. Never, never, never. You change, Kisa. We have another call online? Yes, good afternoon. Thanks for calling the Real Issues. Let's have your call. Go ahead. We lost that call? All right, we have a call now. Go ahead. Thanks for calling the Real Issues.
Gentlemen, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
It's good to see Shelton's departure from yellow yesterday to full red.
Yeah, right.
Gentlemen, let me tell you something. I did not listen. I like you, Terry. I would not bother listening to anything Alan Chastney would have to say, especially at this point. But I saw the various key points from his address. And Mr. Madman, how he changed, but he hasn't changed, but he's still plagiarizing, he's still out of ideas, he's still saying the same nonsense that he said before. So what about him has changed? The only thing I say has changed about him is that his facial features. He looks very angry and destroyed. He looks like a very haggard man. So please tell Alan Chastney to do himself and the country a favor and go pack himself just before nomination day, so we can start the process of just ridding him from our body politics. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's changed. The way I do with change, that's an admission that I was a wicked man. I mismanaged, I did everything wrong, but give me a chance because I changed. Sapai fet. Okay, caller, thanks for calling the Real Issues. Go ahead. Go ahead, please. All right. I'm hoping that we are not having difficulties with the line. We have another caller. Thanks for calling the Real Issues.
Hello, good afternoon.
That's on the Carlton. Yeah, Dr. Augustine. Go ahead, please. Yes.
Yeah, I'll be calling you guys very often until election.
That's right.
But when I look at the proposals, for example, removal of the 2.5% levy.
Right.
That is a loss of 33 million. Okay, so where is that being? How are you making up that money?
Correct.
Free tertiary or tertiary education, as you said, that's another 20 million or so. Where are you getting that money from? The $25,000 per youth, how many is it? How large is that fund? Is it just 25,000 to one person to two people? So all I'm seeing is that, and remember the proposal to reduce VAT to 10%.
Yes.
Then we have the health insurance. I have costed that at over 100 million. Where is that money coming from? So what I see is this man, I want to call it Ching Ching economics. Remember Ching Ching?
Yes.
It was empowerment. That's what it is. You interpret it when we come in, we'll figure it out. We have no ideas. We don't know. We throw in these things out there. And when we come in, we'll figure, and then we could tell you, well, it's not that we meant. So that is nothing more than Ching Ching economics. And they're not talking about the CIP in terms of, because originally they said they would finance it through the CIP. And that is some of the bigger, I'm ashamed that an economist has to know that you cannot use an unpredictable revenue stream to finance recurrent expenditure. So this whole thing is a lot of BS. They cannot tell us how it is being financed. It is like ching ching in your pocket, and next time you'll come and say, oh, we're talking about empowerment. So we have to be very careful. Let Alan Chastney explain to us how exactly each proposal is going to be financed. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thanks. Okay, Real Issues powered by Blue Waters. We're taking your calls until our next commercial break, which shouldn't be too far away. Our final one, but we have someone on the line. You're on the air. Go ahead. Hello? Hi, are you there? Okay, tell you what, let's just go into the break, okay? Yes. So let's go for the commercial break, and then when we come back, our final half hour until we wrap up at 2 o'clock.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluff. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Watch Radio NYC and Night Blink Events proudly presents the 3rd edition of Country on the Water. It's all going down on Sunday, December 7th on board the King of Carnival. Boarding at Obez Seraphim from 10 a.m. Early bird tickets cost $100, regular $120. Featuring your DJs, Selector Jerry, DJ Leroy, DJ Rambo, DJ Bucker, DJ Steve, and the Fabulous Kid. Get those tickets before they're all sold out. For tickets and more info, call up 712-1022 or 728-7828. Sunday, December 7th, Country on the Water. It's not just a boat ride, it's an experience. Don't miss the energy, the vibes, and the ride of the year.
Excuse me, would you mind if I sat down?
McDowell Supplements, an effective way to ensure you and your loved ones are getting the daily recommended intake of essential vitamins, minerals, and other important nutrients necessary for optimal health. Naturally, we carry an array of health and wellness supplements. McDowell's Immune Booster enhances your body's defense to fight colds and flu, boosts your immune system, prevents viruses and other airborne diseases. McDowell's Colon Cleanser prevents constipation, helps in removing toxins from the colon, detoxifies the body, and regulates your bowel movements. McDowell's Prostate Health prevent the enlargement of the prostate, improve urinary flow, and reduce frequent urination, especially at night. Moringa oleifera capsules are rich in minerals like calcium, potassium, zinc, magnesium, iron, and copper, vitamins like beta-carotene of vitamin A, vitamin B such as folic acid, vitamin C, D, and E. McDowell's Potassium Complex, used for treating and preventing low potassium levels, high blood pressure, preventing stroke, and aid in weight loss. McDowell's Triple Magnesium relaxes the muscles, relieves cramps and helps to control high blood pressure, improves sleep, and can calm the nerves. Magnesium is very important for the normal functioning of cells, nerves, muscles, bones, and the heart. McDowell's Ginger Turmeric helps to relieve pain, decrease nausea and enhance the immune function to help protect against illness and infection. Ginger turmeric has powerful anti-inflammatory properties and improves your circulation. Don't hold health back. Let health strike back. McDowell's, the better way to start your health. Visit Health Service Center, John Compton Highway. Call 453-6417. Let your wellness be our stress.
It is well known that diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, and other illnesses may restrict blood flow, which can lead to impotence and erectile dysfunction. This is why Enhance was formulated to meet these challenging health problems, which can reduce your ability to perform. If you're having problems maintaining your manhood, then reclaim your manhood today with Enhance. Enhance increases your energy level, boosts your stamina, and increases your endurance.
You can get your Enhance at Southwell VA4, Restorer Pharmacy Soufre, Knights Med Miku, Lay by Bar The Morn, Dexter's Place Jeremy Street Castries, Citygate Bar The CDC opposite the market, Plants Place Denry Highway, Arlette Supermarket Soufre, The Release Stress Bar Labrie Highway, Cool Joint Bar Victoria Schwazel, Prios Bus Stop 22, next to the Moshi Bus Stop opposite the Grosley Bus Stop. Prios Bar and Grill in Corinth, Grosley.
Enhance, the best a man can get.
Live streaming has become one of the best ways to connect the funeral of a loved one with friends and family, both local and international. NBC Television will live stream your funerals on television and Facebook at a reasonable rate. With our state-of-the-art equipment, you can be assured that the quality of your funeral will be to your satisfaction. Call our office now and book your obituary and streaming with us. 7458.
The man, the voice. Your hero is back. Raw facts, no fluffs. Shelton Daniel is here to deal with the issues. Real issues. 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Monday to Friday on Real FM.
Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with The Real Issues, powered by Blue Waters, on this Tuesday, November 11th, 2025, with me, Shelton Daniel, alongside Terry Fenelon, and the caller on the WhatsApp line. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I like the program. I like the program today. It's a lot of energy. But gentlemen, in the heat of the campaign, I'm suggesting that you guys reserve one of your programs to highlight Dr. Kenny Anthony's early policy decision. And I'm saying that in regards to his rural electrification policy, because he undertook a rural electricity program in his first term, and that redounded to the electrification of the country and the economic benefits generated as a result. Because even with the laptops, without Wi-Fi, you can utilize the laptop. So this policy brought about rural electrification in all corners of St. Lucia, thereby facilitating the use of the laptop. So it's a trickle effect. His land redistribution, you know, there were lots of people occupying government land for years, and now these people have title to the property, and they could now secure loans and other economic projects. So I would love, in the height of the campaign, to feature Dr. Kenny Anthony's, not necessarily achievement, but how his policies, his early policies, economic, financial, and otherwise social policies, has transformed the landscape. And it is reflected in our current state. So together with him and Mr. Pierre and his previous ministers, they established good policies, good foundations, and now we set to continue building on that foundation. So on the twilight of his dispatcher from electoral politics, I think we should highlight him within these 3 weeks prior to December 1st, so that we give him credence. He says he doesn't want any monument, anything in his regard. I respect that, but I think we should give him his flowers during that period. The second thing I want to say is, my labor people that wanted to beat me up last Friday at the town hall meeting in Brooklyn, I'm saying to them I was right, and they need to apologize to me the next time Mr. Pierre come to the city, because I was the one with a bell, and I created some kind of disturbance, and my people threaten me, and they label me, and they accuse me, but I'm a tough cookie, and I not back it down. So now that the bell has rung, because it's one thing to hear what is said, but something else to listen to what is being said. Because when you listen, you can understand and comprehend. So I started writing on the wall. I could read the figures and read the talk and understand, hey, this election is due. And even though Mr. Pierre said he's not going to ring the bell, he's going to shout the election. He was breaking away from tradition, but usually we ring the bell. But the callers, the people that were agitating, campaigning for ringing the bell, they now shall shock. The bell went into a freeze, and let it stay so. That's my contribution. Thank you, guys.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, caller. Thanks. Can we still take calls, or we are going to take a little pause? I don't know what it is. All right, so for now, our landline is kind of out of service, but we can continue. But we can continue taking the WhatsApp calls. We have someone on the line. You're on the air. Hello? Hello? Yeah, doesn't look like we're in too good shape. I'm right there. Yeah, hi, caller. Good afternoon. Real Issues.
Yes, good afternoon. I was listening to Mr. Alan Chasney when he was at the that was in Brooklyn, addressing the people in Brooklyn, and he was telling them that when he gets into power, he's going to do a zip lining from Dewash, that's for Sejak, to Mikud. But I don't think Mr. Chastain know Dewash, because he's telling the people from Brooklyn. Do you all know where Dewash is? That Dewash is higher up, mini in Fonsejac, and Dewash is falling on that side, Millet and ancillary side. I don't know how he can do a zip line from Dewash to Mikud. I want him to explain that to the people of St. Lucia. How on earth he gonna do that? Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. All right. We continue taking your calls on 758-487-9849. That's WhatsApp calls. And we are working on getting our landline back up and running. Give a little bit of problem, but we're getting what seems to be another call right away. Hi, good afternoon. Real Issues. All right. Okay, the landline is a bit noisy. All right, we have a WhatsApp call. Let's take that one. Hi, good afternoon. Real Issues. Hello?
Good afternoon. Would that be me?
Yes, hi.
Wow.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me tell you. You know what it's like asking for something forever, and when you figure they're not giving it to you. Excuse me. And then you finally get it. Mr. Pierre literally has UWP going in circles. They don't know what to say. They have no policies. They have no comeback. They're not ready. And they're coming up with all kinds of excuses why Mr. Pierre called the election. For the very first year, they asked Mr. Pierre to call the elections. The second year, same thing. Third year, same thing. The whole of this year, they've been asking for elections. And now we give them elections. We are shouting like Mr. Pierre said he would have done. He give it to them calm, cool, and collected. Now Chasney want to give zipline from Dewash. Shelton, you and I can go on that, right? Shelton.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but we're dealing with some technical problems, so sometimes just the moment you speak,
I understand.
there's a little noise, that kind
not
of...
a problem. I think I have an idea. So all that UWP needs to do is step aside now, because Mr. Pierre has taken over, and he's going to continue doing for us what he has started. We're going to allow him to finish the job. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, Terry, you can chip in at any time, because, we are trying to deal with a couple of things while taking the calls, and sometimes it's not always quite clear as
right,
well.
Right, yeah, it is a little unsettling there. But yes, people are asking. If I'm interrupted, fine. All right, that's fine. But let's go back to I dealt with this guy, and every time I deal with these fellas, I get a little upset. But that's okay. No, Shelton, this is when you see people trying to.
Okay, so do we have the caller on the line?
Okay, let's go.
Let's take that call. Real Issues, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Coclachete. Nous pas qu'à sonner cloche. Puis garçon a te dit nous depuis longtemps, est-ce qu'il n'y a pas de temps? Yo ka sonne klas la an l'Eglise la tous les jours. C'est un affaire close. I am a mystery. You can't read me. You parti pour instaurer les Pierre Rick Bella Dominique. Mais Pierre sont tous ça de faire. My brothers and sisters, I'm looking forward right now because I'm feeling much better to mount the platform with Baby in Groovy. Although we do not have much to speak of because there is too much we can speak of, but I will make it my duty to mount that platform because Baby are going nowhere. And let me say, one of the things that really touched me is Kifo. This gentleman, but I don't organize, but brothers and sisters, we could not ring bell. You know why? Because we are a mystery. So we shout out election. And today, as a matter of fact, when I was by the market, I went by government get Gmail, so I could contact those fellas. First thing I heard, Kai Joseph said, "You will accrue if we elect no fitna. You bless seven and a half IP. You all ask for the bell to be rung, and right now you all are running a helter skelter." My brothers Daniel and Mr. Felena, and why you all people have continue the momentum, because there is something I was putting my voice together. If life was like a candle bright, that is from a country in Western. If light was like a candle bright, flambeau must be the light. But still, there is the wind who flows beyond the window and extinct every flambeau light. And Pierre has done it. Brothers and sisters, let's look forward. As we would say, forward ever, never backward. The mood is
right,
and that is where we see.
All right.
Thank you all very much, my brothers.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, Shelton, as I was saying, when you look at, let me just take something there. You know, it was offered, in terms of the achievements, 1,200 MiFi devices provided to households for online learning access. Tied to that.
What is MiFi?
It's a little device you have for the internet and stuff.
You see how old I am?
Yeah. Well, I only got to know that because I was principal and that was offered at the time, you know what I mean? And I saw the devices. $20 home communication relief. Listen to that, Shelton. What we paid $100 and something for the vulnerable. 5,000 families, and they were able to provide 5,000 families with internet access. They only pay $20 a month. All right, and they got the MiFi devices, etc. Now you know what I did. What these fellas had that on the desk. As far as I know, that was on the desk of Is It True? But you see, there was no money in it for anybody. So it languished there. Now I could tell you that because Flo made that offer to the government at the time. Flo made the offer and said, listen, you know, fellas, we have vulnerable people, they cannot really afford to pay and take the packages. We can give them a package, just paying $20 so they'll have access to the internet. So the children would be able to access the internet and do their work because they have devices. Right? But they sat on that because there's no money in that. It sat on the desk of Is It True? I can tell you that for a fact because I spoke to the head man at Flo. So when we came in there, we found that there and we realized, but hello, why was that not acted upon? You see, anything to bring relief to the common man, these fellas were not in it because he admitted, I do not know what it is to put people first. I'll come back to that. We have a call, Shelton.
Yeah, okay. Real Issues, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Mr. Shelton.
Hi, good afternoon to you.
How are you doing, my brother?
Doing great, and you?
Yeah, I'm doing bad. I'm not doing bad. Shelton, honestly, it's like, I feel disappointed when I hear these fellas talking a bunch of crap, them flower fellas. I was one of those who suffer from that nonsense Shasta was talking about sending bananas to friends and stuff like that. I came down from the state.
So you
right?
went. So you went planting more bananas.
That's some get this time when they sent to the plus a badge fig avalia ekisa. Merci bon Dieu Antibuk from Monripo Yokuye me say que acheter fig. Et me pas time acheter fig from nous tout. Logically.
Okay.
Mais plus fig là où they got you, plus banane où they got you, bah tout le monde bah où they got you for ça va faire un discount du monde.
Okay.
You check it? But even to that effect, Sheldon, the other point I wanted to say, when I listened to that guy, Bradley, that guy going up against Sean in the Valley, in that meeting they had in Brooklyn, me talking about it like things that's so bad in St. Lucia right now. Somebody have to decide if to take breakfast, lunch, or dinner. But sometimes I listen to these fellas talk and I ask myself the question, what are these fellas thinking? And somebody will hear these fellas making them kind of statements on national television and will believe like life is so bad in St. Lucia, man. But life is so bad in St. Lucia, yet you all want to come into the what? You see what I'm saying?
When you're down already, it's kick some people looking to kick you, know.
You know what
they buy her mal, c'est even voler pli encore, ça. It's so hard.
But Sheldon, I want to warn my St. Lucian people. Because Americans won for Donald Trump. And they didn't listen. Just this week, Walmart announced they're going to close down 200 of the stores. All right? Target announced 126. So you ask me what amount of people that's going to be out of work when these stores are closed down. You see what I'm saying? Because people seem to just take these things lightly. When these fellas come and just, they have showed you exactly what they were and trying to come and talk about they're not the same. But he's so confused. He forget it's in 2016. He came in, but he's talking about he was a change person in 2021. But 2021 is when he was kicked out. So he even confused me, but even confused as to when he came in. So just tell Chastney and his own bandwagon, just continue doing their tea party, jumping up, whining everywhere, and just leave St. Lucia alone.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Because that's all they were, making tea party everywhere, whining everywhere. All of them whining.
Thank you.
Guys, you continue the good job, man, and have a good day.
Thank you very much. They can't seem to get their story straight, these guys, because they don't have a straight story. They're not committed to telling people the truth, but they're accusing everybody of lying.
Yes.
It's always Philip J. Pierre. He's lying to you. Philip J. Pierre is this. St. Jude Hospital this. You can just pass outside St. Jude and just look at the compound. And you can see a difference in orders of magnitude between what they found and what is there. Much less from time to time they give us tours, where you can see the camera work of what has been done. Reno speaks about it and so on, etc., etc. Yes. We have another call on the line. Real Issues. Go ahead.
Gentlemen, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon to you.
I hope all your listeners are doing fine. Mr. Filino.
How are you, sir?
Not bad at all, sir. Can you confirm whether or not the Ministry of Education has completed the distribution of laptops to school children?
Well, I don't know if they have given all, but there are laptops there for all schools with the children's name on it, and all children will be getting laptops. That's a given. So, I don't know why somebody will question that.
Because I heard one of the sycophants on another show complaining that the laptops have not been distributed to the children.
Yeah, well, maybe if there's a delay, but all the laptops are there, and the schools, as far as I know, that's how it has been done everywhere.
Okay, thank you very much. And the last thing, the Honorable Ernest Hilaire, I had a little problem with him. You see, Martinez and Ridrock could not have done what they did in St. Lucia without help. And Lisa Joseph must be held responsible. We have to ask this young lady who gave a contact to these two gentlemen and on what grounds did she believe what they were saying was truthful. I mean, we have to do that, you know. Lisa has now become the news, not the reporter. And I have a big problem with that. Thank you.
All right. Okay, thank you very much, caller. All right, the time is rapidly slipping away from us. Let me see if I have any other messages that I can read here for the time being. If what I'm looking at on the screen, let me see. Alison just sent a message, I think it's a reference to Shasna. She said, only 3 weeks ago, he attacked me saying his cabinet was not comfortable with my appointment as PS. All right, we have a call on the line that may well be our last one. Yeah. Real issues.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes, go ahead.
Oh, thank you very much. You said something there, and earlier on, and you said miss priorities. That is exactly what, with Shasna administration. Shasna will come back now to play that all the miss priorities that is going to put them back in place, but that's impossible. Now, in this election, I have to say something, We have to be very, very, very careful with Shasna, Not the other candidates, because, I see all of them losing. Only finish with Descat Castrisao, he had to go and hide. We have to be very careful with Shasna, the last election, Shasna, there was some problem with Shasna's victory, because everybody wanted, we not pursue it, but there was something there, So we have to be the person we have to be very careful with, I'm telling Mr. Pierre and the party, is Shasna, because that's the guy who wants to get rid of, I'm not worrying about the rest, because all the rest are jokers. That's a sure win, but I want Shasna for sure. Shasna, we have to concentrate on Shasna, how we manipulate the people in Miku. Even if he said that's no problem, it'll be no effect, but I don't want him to win, So we have to concentrate on Shasna. Shasna, not much either. And Mr. Guy Joseph, let me say to you, you are the same man that said that if you could not deliver hospital, if you sit there for 5 years and you could not deliver St. Jude, you have nothing to say when people talking.
That's
right. You have to shut your mouth. And you're the loudest joker now, the loudest dirty politician now. And you also said that if you did not deliver St. Jude, you are not fit to be in office. And the public heard you all clear. Now, another thing again I have to say.
Wrap up, because the time is going on.
Nothing has changed, Nothing has changed, JPS have not done anything to turn the 15-1 around, So let us have the trouble, not the trouble. All I want is Mr. Alan Shasna out. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Shelton, can you and Terry reveal who is that individual? And I think they're talking about the person who will be at the current meeting tonight.
You go there.
We want it to be the element of surprise, okay?
Yeah.
So we want the suspense. If you in that area and that's you, go. And by the way, Honorable Kenson Kazim's next meeting will be tomorrow night. Not tomorrow, sorry, on Thursday, the 13th. The Viesikwi community meeting next to the pond, okay? So Thursday, 13th November 2025, 7 p.m. A message which I really want to read before we go. Shelton, I personally find it gullible that Alan Shasna, who as a sitting PM, would refer to people that he led as barking dogs, jackasses, and worst of all to tell us black people in their country that colonialism, that's his word, I knew colonization, had a conscience. In any other civilized country, he would have stepped down from politics, but instead he has the gut to put up himself for re-election on top of all the mismanagement of the country's funds and his dismal performance and record of non-achievements. And Guy Joseph, overshadowed by so much controversies and corruption allegations, he too should never be walking the streets of Castries. Do they have shame? Don't they see the kind of progress made in the past 4.5 years without any wastage of money? I dare them to accuse this government of any scandalizing of the country's funds. Shasna will be exactly what is going on in the White House. St. Lucia should be doomed to fail, and they would only be doomed to fail. All right. Another person says there is a song called Uve La Potla that describes Shasni's speech last evening. Somebody said that even if UWP wants to correct us, if they look back, they will turn into a pillar of salt. Terry, give us the wrap up. It's yours.
Oh, tonight we had Bocage with the Prime Minister, and we had Lakwa Shobu with Estefan. And well, tonight TJ's also.
Yes.
Special guest speaker.
By the
I mean, you need to be there for that.
Yes.
Lisa is at Tetmac. Oh my God.
Goodlands.
Tomorrow, all roads lead to Lakai.
Okay, Lakai Denry.
Lakai Denry.
Yes.
Because that's a national meeting there. And we want to flood there and, shake the place.
All right.
For Amsterdam.
2 o'clock is upon us. Comrade Bernard Haynes, I see your call coming, but it's 2 o'clock already. I'm sorry about that, but we got to go now. Thank you so very much, everyone, for having been part of The Real Issues on behalf of Terry Fenelon and Jaquan Joseph Shelton Daniel signing out.
The winning numbers for the midday draw of Tuesday, 11th November 2025 were Double Daily Grand 6, 11, 15, 21. Big 4, 1, 5, 7, 9. The Big 4 Multi-X ball drawn is 3X. Pick 2, 6, 8. The Pick 2 Multi-X ball drawn is 3X. One off. 875. Lucky 3, 4, 2, 7. The Lucky 3 Multi-X ball drawn is 5X.
The man, the voice.